welcome into the Patriot League studio. I'm Jimmy Johnson. I'm joined now by Loyola rising senior Senna Ohlsson. She just took some time overseas to win a bronze medal. Now, she could have been back home working at a summer camp that she's worked at in the past. This year, she's supposed to be the head female counselor and a director of a nature program at the camp in the Adirondack Mountains. Now, unfortunately, that was canceled, but she has worked there in the past, and we'd love to hear a little bit from you, Senna, on what it was like to work there.
Absolutely. So I actually had the pleasure of attending this camp when I was a kid, only for one summer. I think it was the summer of 2012, 2011. And I was 11 years old, and I was really going through a tough time transitioning from elementary school to middle school. And I was not a super great kid in elementary school. I kind of got in trouble for like little things and stuff. And I found that just going to this camp as a kid really brought me back to just like roots of what it is to be a good person, as silly as that might sound. I really was like in touch with nature after this camp. It's a camp in the middle of the Adirondacks, and they go on a lot of hiking trips places, overnight trips, canoeing trips, and there's like no technology used whatsoever during the summer, which might sound a little bit old-fashioned, but as an 11-year-old, that was what I needed. I needed time to connect with other people, other individuals, and nature. And I believe it was my freshman year of college when I was looking for a job, it seemed like a no-brainer that I was like, oh, I've kind of been waiting to go back to this place for a long time now, so I'll just apply to be a counselor there this summer. So I did that my freshman year as a normal counselor, and then my sophomore year I went back as a senior counselor, and both years I was in charge of the age group of girls, which are 10 to 12, and they're called the Winonas. We had a cabin that was about half a mile away from the main area, and every day we would do activities such as archery, canoeing, arts and crafts. There were always games going on. We would teach outdoor living skills, and then Wednesdays we would go on a day trip, normally hiking a mountain or canoeing down the Moose River. And then normally every other week we'd go on a 2 or 3 night trip, either hiking a few mountains or again, canoeing the Fulton Chain Lakes or something of the sort. And I really just found that at the end of the summer, I always felt like a new, refreshed person. I think going to school in Baltimore, I sort of craved that nature and that escape from the city life during the summers. So I really found like comfort in going there the last 2 years. And then this year I kind of figured I would put a hold on the camp because I felt like I needed to get an internship or a research position or something to sort of get my career fired up and going. But they offered me a position of like stepping up to be the head female counselor and then also direct their nature program there. And I talked to a lot of my professors about whether or not it was valued more to have a research position or like a real internship than a position at a camp again. And they kind of decided that like this position was so unique and special that it would probably set me up just as well for the future as a typical position as a college junior would.
What does it mean for you to be able to go back to this camp now as a mentor, a place where you grew up and you're now mentoring kids who were in your position?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I needed this camp. I needed it for the one summer that it was there, but I think that a lot of people are in a similar boat. And to be able to go back there now and know that I am not only escaping Baltimore and being a part of nature myself, but really being able to dedicate an entire summer to helping other kids sort of find the same connection to nature and really care more about like each other and about the earth, which is something that I really hope to pursue in the future for my career. And I really appreciate the opportunity to both spread these values to people, but also sort of connect to kids. I think that's my favorite part of the job really, is just being able to connect to other people and to be a positive role model and mentor. And when I found out my first year that I was going to sort of be in charge of the middle school aged girls, I was really nervous about this because I felt like that was the age that I had the least experience with, 10 to 12. And I knew that those were also like, it's a tricky age because they're very impressionable. You can't sort of parent them like maybe you could kids that are a little bit younger, but you also can't just act like their friend like you can where like that high school age and like just guidance like that, because they're so impressionable. And I actually found that the reasons that I was so afraid to lead this group are the same reasons that I ended up loving the fact that I had this age group, because they really do look up to every single thing that you do and try to sort of mirror that and embody who you are and who they are. And I felt that my role as a mentor and a role model for them was so important and so special that, and recognizing that I was having such an impact on them made me just want to do my job like even harder and even better, and just be the best person that I could be, so that hopefully one day they would also be good people. As silly as that sounds.
Well, I can say for the Patriot League, we really appreciate what you're doing out there. It's really awesome stuff. Keep it up. Thank you for taking the time out and sharing the story. Really great stuff. We look forward to seeing you back on the track very soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jimmy.